All right, so mission one is pretty simple. We just need to structure a website, make files and folders, and get introduced to our text editor called Atom. Some of you, if you're at home on a PC, you may use brackets, but they're basically the same thing. So first thing we need to do is just create a folder, right? And I'm just going to call this website, right? Because this is where this is what's known as a local files, a local version of our website. I'll call it localhost a lot. I'll say, and so anytime I say local, I just mean the files on your computer rather than the files up over on the server, right? Because they're not connected, they're just copied over to the server. So let's just real quick look at over here at mission one. We need to make this root folder here. So you'll also hear me call this particular folder the root folder. And then we need to make a couple of files, a folder. Inside that goes more files in a folder. And so we want to start just on the desktop using the Mac system to make a new folder. And there's lots of ways. Right-clicking and saying new folder, file, new folder, Command-Shift-N will make a new folder. You see right there. But once we're done there, we need to open it in Atom. And so Atom will be in your applications folder. You can either open it separately, or a real super handy thing is just to drag your folder in there. I'll just open it separately. And here we go. This is Atom. So you'll see something a little different when yours opens because you'll have some intro stuff. You could just close it down. Really, there's just two sides here. There's this kind of the file tree on this side, and then there's this kind of the working area where you open your files are opened up. So what we need to do is always open folders. We never want to open individual files. We'll say open, and for us we will say let's go open website, right? So that's opening it that way. Again, you could have just drug your folder into there and it would open the same way. And so now we need to start putting files. So it's not as easy from the Mac system to create files. You usually use an application. And so there's a couple of ways we can do that, right? We can go to File, New File. We can right-click on this left-hand side area and say New File. We can even, if we have the folder we want the file to go in, just hit A. And either way, any of those ways you'll get here where it says Enter a Path. So we're in the root folder, so we just need to type the name of the file, which is going to be index.html. Right? And you'll see this is an HTML file. Remember, files always have extensions. Folders should not have any extensions whatsoever. They just have names. Also, when making folders for a website, you should never have spaces in a name. You should also know that file and folder names, when it comes to being on a website, are case sensitive. So if you type capital I-N-D-E-X, that's different than lowercase I-N-D-E-X. Okay, so I'm just going to write something like, hello world, this is the index. There we go. And just, now one thing to know is whenever a file is not in a saved state, you'll have this little blue dot come up. So obviously, as we're working, you're going to want to keep saving often because we're going to be doing something called a live server that has live reload where you can kind of check what's happening. So of course, how do we save it? Go to File, Save, or just hit Command S, which in every pretty much application saves things. Besides that, we need a folder here. So this one, again, you can just right click in this area. You can hit Shift A, say New Folder. I want this folder, and this one's going to be called Pages, right? Because if you remember our system here, inside this, we'll have these three things. Inside Pages, we'll have these things. And that's it. I have that folder there. Now, if I want to put something in that folder, I can actually right-click right on that folder name, and I can insert a new file. So see right here. Now, I could always just override everything and type whatever path I want. It's just easier to do it this way. So Pages, right, needs something like page2.html, right? So page2.html, right? Also Pages, we needed another folder called more-stuff, right? And remember that the reason for the dash is because we don't want spaces. So now you have enough skill to create this exact structure here without problem. I'm going to separate another video then on actually looking at a server that's on your computer.